Welcome to our little podcast, Hollywood Cats, a podcat about cat stories, cat care tips, and just a fun time to chat about cats. Hollywood Cats is hosted by Holly Meowie, president of the LA Cat Club, a not-for-profit cat rescue, and actress on numerous television shows, including currently as Beautiful Brenda on Lucha Underground on the El Rey Network nationally. Hollywood Cats is also hosted by Mark Rawlings, fellow cat lover and cat daddy, keeping the dream alive talking about cats. And now, from the Sunset Strip in Hollywood, here are Holly and Mark, your Hollywood Cats.
And here we are once again behind the red-hot microphones of the Hollywood Cats podcast. Hey, Holly Meowie, how are you?
Meow chicka meow meow, I'm great.
Meow. Yeah, here we are for another episode of What's Going On in the Cat World on our Hollywood Cats podcast. And thank you so much for joining us for another enthralling episode. This is kind of a funny story out of Washington, D.C. Lots of calls coming in. A suspected mountain lion caught on video. Does anybody see it? Watch out. Put the kids inside. Put the pets inside. And it turns out to be a cat named Cookie.
Bum, bum, bum.
Wow. That's really funny. The pictures are hilarious because they got some from the Ring doorbell, and it looks like I think because of the angle of the, it's kind of a poor camera on those, and so you see it looks like a big giant cat, but it's truly just a fat house cat. And
yeah, it's amazing what these Ring doorbells can capture these days. Like, all the different animals in your yard. If you have like some weird thing happening in your front yard and it's like an animal related, you can totally catch them in the act.
Yeah, totally.
It's kind of like your own little hidden camera on your house. But this cat it looks like a mountain lion for sure. It's got the tannish kind of orange body style, and it's very long and lean, and like it hasn't eaten in a few days. Yeah,
because it's out on the wild. I mean, some of the quotes are hilarious. One lady, it says, "This thing is huge and it has short hair." I'm adding drama to that. It's not any kind of domestic cat that I've ever seen before. Wrong.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's seen through your Ring doorbell camera.
Yeah, I guess didn't the lady who owns this kitty have to step up to the plate? Like people were putting notices around.
Yeah, she fessed up, and she basically it's just my fat cat. It just kind of got out in the town and did its thing. But she said it's utterly docile, and he's basically small, so they're wrong.
Yeah, I guess that she said that he's small, but doesn't look that small to me, like on camera. I guess maybe the camera adds like 50 pounds.
For cats, too.
For cats, yes. and it just looks like a big...
Knew?
Yeah, it's just funny because... I've noticed those. Don't you have like one of those cameras that goes off when your cats are? I remember at your old place.
I had one in the house, and it was a motion camera, and at night, so it can get effective photographs. It converts to black and white, and there's a relay in there, and it makes a clicking noise right about sunset. So if you look on your phone during the day, it's like this brilliant color, and at night it's black and white.
Yeah,
but that time when it goes from one to the other, it clicks, and so I get a text message that there's movement in my place, and I look at it's my cat, and the cat is like literally like staring into the camera, like nose right on the lens and eyes, and because it hears the clicking noise.
Yeah,
it's pretty funny stuff.
Yeah, that's funny to like capture your cat because they hear it, right? And then they think it's like an animal.
Well, they hear the smallest of sound.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But that's enough to get them running across the room, and time for an event. It's like when my printer goes off on my computer, that's like the big day around the house here. They hear something clicking around inside there.
Oh yeah, they love the printer.
Oh, the printer's the best.
The paper that comes out, too.
Yeah. Well, it makes some grunting and grinding noises before it actually does its job, and so there they go. Yeah. That's good stuff. Now, I don't know if you're going to see this out in the wild or not, but if you happen to see any cats with acne, I should call Claricel. I don't know, but our medical topic of the day is cats with acne. Yes, that's a thing. Once again, unbeknownst to me until about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So do tell about the very exciting world of cat acne.
Well, I have been ever so lucky to have kitties with with this common thing that happens to kitties.
So it's common. I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
it's super common. It happens it's happened in the past with Angelico, my albino. He got it. And then Cinderella got it. And I started realizing, okay, more than one of my kitties has this. But it's not contagious. Mm-hmm. It's something that happens when bacteria forms inside the cat bowls you use. So if you use any plastic cat bowls in your home, plastic can be porous. It can get scratches when you scrub them and stuff. They can get scratches, and that holds bacteria inside. Well, then when your cat eats out of it or drinks out of it, the bacteria then gets on its chin and in its body, and it creates kind of like this dirt underneath the chin. Mm-hmm. And if that is not treated, and you don't,
turns acne, like
you can comb it out. You can treat it with. I like to use witch hazel.
Okay.
If you keep it like not clean and it becomes dirtier and dirtier, then it will start developing blisters that are either pus filled or they get if they get scratched, they will bleed. And it kind of multiplies all over the chin. So what you do in this for this is you go and you buy all stainless steel.
Okay.
Some people use glass, some people use porcelain, but even porcelain, when it gets chipped or whatever, the chips can hold back, the bacteria.
See it, so it's like a rougher surface.
Yeah. So don't use porcelain. I wouldn't use glass either, because just having cats with glass bowls, you're asking for, a broken glass all over your floor. Cats in general like to bat things around. If you keep your dishes high up because you've got dogs or whatever, then the cat can bat it off the counter, and you got glass all over your floor, and animals walking in glass is never a good thing.
Yeah, so this acne thing is like a regular thing that I'm looking
it's
at
completely
these
regular. And
nasty
when
looking,
I started researching it, because a bunch of my kitties were getting it.
Right.
And I was like, okay, let's get rid of all the plastic in the house that they drink out of. So I got rid of all plastic, and it cleared up. It took a while. It took because one of my kitties, he got it pretty bad. So I had to put witch hazel, and that finally dried up and everything. Do not use Stridex, guys. Do not use any human. Witch hazel's a natural thing. Don't use anything that you would use for human acne. But they do sell like prescriptions, and they do also have like prescription. If it gets really bad, you can go to your vet and get something prescribed, like a wipe or whatever. But the main thing to do is to get all stainless steel.
I'm looking at these pictures and the infections they have on their face, and it reminds me of why I couldn't get a date in high school.
Did you have acne?
I didn't look like a cat, but yeah, mine looked pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it mainly comes on their chin. It doesn't come on any other part of their body but their chin.
I was looking at the photos. It's kind of under their mouth.
It's under their mouth where they eat, and they stick their chin in water and in food. So that's why it congregates there rather than other areas.
Interesting.
But it'll be just like, if it gets bad, it starts out as like a blackhead looking kind of thing with like dirt,
right, like a real
in the pores, but then it develops into like almost like cystic kind of bumps.
Oh no, I'm looking at one of the pictures in there that's got the cone on, the dreaded cone.
Yes, the cone is always the cone of shame with the kitties,
no animal
but
likes the cone.
It helps them not scratch it if it gets cystic, because it could get infected also. And it doesn't look pretty, and it's got it kind of looks like dirty, and it just oozes, and it's not the most.
It's cat acne.
Yeah, it's cat acne.
Sounds really appealing. And
dogs
it's about
can get a little bit
looking.
of it too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All animals can, but it's really the best thing to do is to get rid of all the plastic bowls and get stainless steel.
I would have never guessed that that's the thing, but yeah, that's an easy thing, fix, right?
It's an easy fix, and they sell them online on Amazon. They also sell them at Petco. In fact, you know what? If you have a Dollar Tree in your city, they sell them at the Dollar Tree too.
Okay, that's a good deal.
So, there's no reason not to get it.
So if you see some acne on your cat, well, better you don't see it and get the correct bowl in advance, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good. Well, that wraps up this podcast. We covered a little bit of territory there. Thank you very much, Holly Meowie. Where can people find you in the LA Cat Club on social media, etc.?
Well, we are at the LA Cat Club on Twitter. We are at the Cat Club on Instagram. LA Cat Club on Instagram. TheCatClub.org website. I'm Holly Meowie on Instagram, and yeah.
Just Google that up, and thank you very much, Holly Meowie. I'm Mark Rawlings, and this has been the Hollywood Cats Podcast.
From Hollywood, you've been listening to Hollywood Cats, stories and facts about cats. Be sure to join us next time for more with Holly and Mark. And don't forget our website, HollywoodCats.com. That's Hollywood and cats ending in Z. HollywoodCats.com. And thanks for joining us on Hollywood Cats.